It's really a pleasure to be here at the 3rd anniversary of the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. What a great world treasure we have right here, and the Santa Cruz Harbor is the gateway to the entire sanctuary. Of course, it runs through 300 miles of coastline from down at San Simeon all the way up to the Farallon Islands, and it encompasses 4,020 square nautical miles. So if you figure that out, it's the largest sanctuary in the whole United States, and it has some wonderful features. The great big Monterey Canyon out here that runs from Moss Landing clear out to sea, that's larger and deeper than the Grand Canyon in Arizona and Colorado. And it also has a treasure of marine resources and wildlife, and just such a wonder that we're all proud of it. I want to thank Save Our Shores for their ongoing job of helping protect and place as a high priority this Monterey Bay Sanctuary, as well as the task force who heads up the National Marine Sanctuary, Tim Jackson, and all of his staff to do an outstanding job. And the sanctuary has been dedicated. Now it's our job to become the trustees for management of it. I was the only local legislator that voted for plan number 5, which is the plan that was adopted by the president, which is the largest of all the plans. And the reason I did it, people said, why did you go for number 5? I said, well, it was the largest one. So I want to get all we can, and that, fortunately, is the one that was adopted. So thank you all for coming. Keep up the good work and interest in protecting this wonderful world treasure resource. Thank you.
Before introducing the next speaker, I would like to acknowledge the...
Thank you very much, and what a great day for a great celebration. You know, we're getting used to these kinds of things around the Monterey Bay area. Just in Labor Day, we had the president out here to dedicate the opening of California State University, Monterey Bay. And that, along with the opening that's coming with the UCSC's Marine Research Facility, is going to make this really the center for marine science research, I think, in the United States and possibly the world. We have a tremendous opportunity here, and you can see just by the different organizations who are here, Moss Landing, Surfrider Foundation, Ecology Action, wherever it may be, so much is happening here, right here in this area, that it's going to bring people here to appreciate what we have. And what we have is really a gem. And we all know that, and that's why we want to do so much to preserve it. Just a couple years ago, when I was the newspaper editor at the Santa Cruz Sentinel, I too was the first one. Dan Hafley at that time told me you were the first newspaper to come out to go for the largest of the 5 sanctuaries. And I feel that that's what we went after. That's what so many people went after, and we accomplished it. And we really do have a gem here. I just want to say that what we have now, as we experienced somewhat yesterday when the beach cleanup, we have to preserve. And really, this bay and the oceans tie into everything. I mean, we've had storms in Alaska, Japan, and down in the South Seas, and they all came, and we had big waves here. And you all wonder how that all works, but we're all one system here, and we have to do what we can to preserve it. So I just want to say thank you to those who have done so much to make that effort and make it a successful effort here, especially Save Our Shores and others. You name one and you have to start naming them all, but there have been several that have really contributed to making this really a prime and the mecca for marine science research, and we have a lot to look forward in the future. There are 16 marine research facilities surrounding this Monterey Bay right now. we are just started. We've only just begun. And it's to those who really put the groundwork in it from the start that really is making it happen and what we're going to appreciate in the future. So I want to say congratulations and thank you for being here. And let's make Monterey Bay, you know, as clean and as nice so more people can enjoy it. And just want to say happy third birthday to everybody.
He's one of the principals in the Air Pollution Control District and is a swimmer of note, having participated in triathlon events on the bay. I want to introduce Supervisor Fred Keeley, who's the chairman of the Santa Cruz County Board of Supervisors.
Thank you, Joe. You know, Bruce was talking about how many folks have been involved in the preservation of Monterey Bay and the establishment of the sanctuary. And what I'd like to say is that something that people have learned over the years in the environmental movement throughout California and throughout the United States is that an environmental victory is temporary and that an environmental loss is permanent. And it is really critical as you move around here and look at all the exhibits that you engage and that you join and that you participate. Find the one that worked for you and join it and participate in it. Because frankly, this is a wonderful and celebratory occasion today. It's wonderful to celebrate the establishment of the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. But the sanctuary and all the waters are under attack on a regular basis. And what we need to do is maintain eternal vigilance and activism in order to preserve and maintain the quality of the bay. And so I would encourage you, as you celebrate the bay, to celebrate it by getting engaged and getting and remaining active. On behalf of my colleagues at the Board of Supervisors, and as was mentioned earlier, my colleague Jan Butz, who represents much of the coastal area from here south in Santa Cruz County, is here today. But on behalf of all of my colleagues on the Board of Supervisors, we have issued a proclamation which declares the week of September, or the period of time between September 16th through October 9th, as Coast Weeks, and especially draws attention to Coastal Cleanup Day, which was yesterday, and establishes September 24th as Sanctuary Celebration Day in Santa Cruz County. And if I